All right, YouTube. This video is about I had this dream on May 5th, May 11th, 2017. I got it titled Tongues, Church, and Obama. It's a real short dream. This dream started off at a church. As far as I can remember, I was speaking in tongues, and Obama was there talking about the mark of the beast. He was advertising it and he was promoting it. That's about it. That's about it. That's about it. Another dream I had, March 21st, the abomination of desolation. The dream was about me explaining to a young man that the tribulation was not 7 years, as it is popularly taught. The last week is 7 years of tribulation. Don't last 7 years, but I'm not getting into all that. And I heard a voice who I think was the Lord said, abomination of desolation. I heard this numerous times. Like abomination of desolation. Abomination of desolation. Abomination of desolation. I kept hearing it. And I heard the verse numerous times. I can't remember anything else from that dream. And then I woke up. So you got Obama, and then you got abomination of desolation. And I had the most recent dream I had about Obama was January 10th, 2018. The dream was me standing up in a room. I had a phone in my pocket, and I had just received a text or email saying Obama had just became head of the UN. And my wife was beside me. And I said, see, honey, I can't make this stuff up. Referring to Obama coming back to power. And then I woke up. Excuse me. Yeah, man, that's about it. I had another dream. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, there's another dream about the demons, about the aliens. This dream started off, I was in my car, kind of how I am now. I was working on my car. I had this dream like a year ago. I was working on my car, and I seen the demon spaceship in the sky. They were flying real low. So when I seen that, I was looking for my phone, but I couldn't find my phone. So when I couldn't find my phone, I just grabbed my keys and I started, cause I was working on my car because my car wouldn't start. So I went down the street, trying to hide as they were flying over my street, over where I was, and I ran into my cousin and I ran into his friend, and they was saying they was saying Tip, what's going on? Tip was my old street name, and they was like, hey, what's going on? And we was just trying to get through. We were trying to see where it was going so we can avoid where the spaceship was going. And my cousin friend disappeared because we was trying to get into like somebody's house to get into a house to hide, but we couldn't find nobody would let us in. Or something flying in the sky right now, but ain't nobody let us in. And then out of nowhere, my cousin friend came back, and he was like, he's like, dang, dude, you done got real small. You used to be big. I used to lift weights, and it's funny because when he said that at that particular time in my life, I was fasting, so I had lost a lot of weight. And and he wasn't saved. I was like fasting gives you spiritual strength more over physical strength. And he just shook his head like he was understanding what I was saying. And then we seen another ship come, so we jetted off into his building. As we went to this alleyway, and the alleyway turned into a building, and the building had a open door, so we was going through the door. So we ran through this building, and as we was running through this building, we was just trying to get through it just to hide. But as we was running through the building, as we was running through the building, we turned around. We had SWAT team following us, trying to capture us. People with guns and full gear, trying to attack us and capture us. So we run in to avoid them, and we ran so much through the building. We finally came to the front of the building. And the front building, you know how you go to a business building or business tower, the doors are nothing but glass. So we got to the door, and we was looking outside to see was they up in the sky, was the coast clear. And then right across the street from us, it was a preacher on the corner preaching, and the people was running in panic, and they was asking the preacher, what's going on, what's wrong, what's happening. And I got from the dream that this preacher was a preacher who taught the prosperity gospel, to hi, bye, I'm fine Christianity, always smiling, saying peace, 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 safety, all that. And when they were asking what was going on, he couldn't say nothing. One, because I believe he didn't know what was going on, and two, he didn't know what was going on because he was, false. He was just speaking a false gospel. And man, when he couldn't tell him what was going on, the ground under him broke open, and he fell through. When he fell through, demons came out of the ground, just running. You kind of remind me of like spider demons. And he just went down, and the demons just kind of ran and started chasing people. But we were still in the building, like looking at this. So after they ran out and dispersed, we went out, and I looked up in the sky, and it was a big low, bright, full moon. And in reality, the night I had this dream, it was a blood moon. I don't know if they got nothing to do with it, but after I looked at the moon, I just shook my head. I was like, it's time. And we started hearing, people are on a public speaker, and you hear voices from far away, but they're on a bullhorn or on a big PA speaker, and they were drawing crowds to an old Wal-Mart, and granted, it's been hundreds of Wal-Marts closing down in the United States for over the past 2 years. And last week, I got a brother-in-law who worked at Sam's. They just closed, I want to say, over 100 Sam's throughout the nation too. So I really do think and believe them Sam's and Walmart's gonna be holding buildings for people, for the mark of the beast, people who don't want to take the mark of the beast, all that stuff, man. And we heard it, and in the dream we just went to the building, and it reminded me of it was big though. It was big. It reminded me of an old terminal, like an old airport terminal. That's how big it was. But it had sliding doors like the Walmart. You got the first set of sliding doors, and then between there you got your red box, your games where you get your drinks, and then you got the other sliding doors that actually go in Walmart. So we went in there. There was a lot of people, and when I went in there, I seen my wife in there, and she was talking, and she had a circle of people surrounding her talking, and I was finna get to her, but I just had a feeling she okay. she finds she either talking to these folks about Jesus or something. And for some reason I came across a guy who I used to go to high school with, and out of nowhere he just tried to fight me. He started swinging on me, and he was like in panic. He didn't know what was going on, so he started fighting, swinging on me. And I caught both his wrists and I kind of laid him on the ground and get him to calm down. And he was just panicking. Out of nowhere, I said, "The events you are now seeing, these are the events in the book of Revelation. And the events you are now witnessing is in the book of Revelation." And I said that to him, but when I said it, it was as if somebody put a microphone by my mouth and it went out through the whole Wal-Mart terminal, airport, whatever you want to call it. It went through the whole thing. And when he heard it, he stopped being aggressive and trying to fight, and he just looked shook. You had other people laughing, you had other people scared and was like dreadful, and he had other people that was just like calm. And I'm looking at all these different groups of people, and as I'm looking through all these groups of people who are calm, mocking, scared, I see police officers peering through the crowd trying to come to me and get me. So I take off running, and I get past the first set of double doors, and I had to really run to get past the double door. So I'm running. I said, "Ashley, she inside, my wife." So I turn back around, go back in there, and she's already between the two set of double doors. She's talking to a man, and I'm trying to tell her to come on. And she's talking to him, and I'm waiting on him. I'm like, come on, they're chasing us. And me and her start running, and I was like, what was you talking to him about? What was you asking him? We were getting chased, and she was like, I was asking him how all this happened, what was going on. And I said, "What did he say?" And she said, the guy said everybody was driving in their cars, normal day, music blasting, just life. And out of nowhere, the music stopped in the cars. This was the guy was telling her, who had told her, the music stopped, and then all the cars cut off. Like, the electricity just went blank. And everybody got outside their cars to look around, and everybody just started going crazy. They just started going crazy. Like moving funny, acting crazy, running. They just started going crazy. So, what's the edification behind this dream? Be prepared. Keep praying. Keep seeking Jesus Christ, because He's gonna be the only one that's gonna keep us. That's gonna keep our minds focused. Because as Luke 21 said, men's heart gonna fail them, watching the things that come upon the earth. And I will hope I am not in that group, because it's just gonna be crazy, man. Keep your mind stayed on the Lord. If you keep your mind stayed on the Lord, He will keep you in perfect peace. I think that's in Isaiah. He who mind is stayed on the Lord, He will keep him in perfect peace. Keep your mind stayed on the Lord, and He will lead us. He will guide us. Whether to escape these things, or like Paul said, how Paul said, we're sheep being led to the slaughter. It is what it is. You just have to get your mind fixed on it. And what time is it? It's 6:04. I don't watch the news, so I don't even know if I'm going to work Monday. it's supposed to be a government shutdown. So, you know, that's just another thing. Fine. It's just hey, it's just part of it. It's gonna be soon to come anyway. We ain't gonna be able to go to work if we don't have a mark. So, you know, it's just training. It's just training. It's just exercises to get our mind prepared to endure and to suffer. Yeah, to endure and to suffer. That's really it. Keep reading. Just keep reading and praying and having Jesus Christ in your heart. That's gonna be the only way that we're gonna be able to stand. I'm trying to get my notes together. I have a video to make about the cross, how I said. I just gotta make it, but I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to write it down and make it plain, but it's so simple, but yet it's so deep, because this is a concept that mainstream Christianity, that has been Christianity you see now, it's not like even about, it's like they're missing the core point of the Christian message, and that's about dying to self. And I'm trying to lay it out where people will understand, who've been in the church for so long, not hearing this type of talk, to thinking they a good person and blah 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 and all this and that, when they come and hear how you gotta die to yourself and die to your will. Like, but yeah, I'm working on it. I'm praying that God's gonna give me grace to make it, and just praying for a whole bunch of other things in my life that I need help with right now. So just stay blessed, stay encouraged, keep seeking God, and that's it. Just keep abiding in Him, and He will abide in us. It's a scripture I want to read. 1 John chapter 3. If our heart condemn us, God is greater than our hearts, who knoweth all things. Beloved, if our heart condemn us not, then we have confidence towards God, and we will see whatever we ask of Him, because we keep His commandments and do those things that are pleasing in His sight. My little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. And hereby we know that we are of the truth, and shall assure our hearts before Him. For if our heart condemn us, God is greater than our heart, and knoweth all things. Beloved, if our heart condemn us not, then we have confidence towards God. And whatsoever we ask, we shall receive of Him, because we keep His commandments and do those things that are pleasing in His sight. And this is His commandment, that we should believe on the name of His Son, Jesus Christ, and love one another as He gave us commandment. And he that keepeth His commandment dwelleth in Him, and He in him. And hereby we know that He abideth in us, by the Spirit which He hath given us. So, amen, brothers and sisters. Be blessed, man.